Hello, ladies and gentlemen, to a particularly spooky edition of the ESL Mobile Challenge. No, seriously, welcome everybody to another great night of Brawl Stars action. I'm InVerum, I'm your host, and we're here, and we're dressed up. It's exciting. Echo is here too, and we are ready to get into it. Yes, rocking on. Dude, where did you get a mullet wig? That's
I grew it out for you guys. What are you talking about, a mullet wig, man? This was pure dedication to the past, to what we used to all love. But you know what I love? I love Brawl Stars, and I love what we're in for here tonight. I can't wait to dive into the action to find out who the top 4 are going to be to battle it out in a few weeks.
Absolutely. And of course, Ash is here too. And I may have gotten spoiled. Oh my good. Oh, oh my goodness. Thank you, Bear.
Man,
how you doing, Ash?
Final day of the last fall league season, right? Only 4 teams are gonna be making it, and I feel like there's like so many teams that are like in the fringe, like they're about to, they could possibly get in there, right? Like everyone has a shot except maybe one team, but we're probably not going to be talking much about that.
No, it's pretty close. These last few weeks have been, breakneck. We've had crazy upsets, ups and downs for some of these squads, and now we're here at the end of the road after the challenge season. But of course, this is the end of the story for some of these teams, a competition that has been going on for actually months to get to this point, all of course to make it to the ESL Mobile Challenge Finals and take home the trophy. So let's take a look at how this all works.
This is the ESL Mobile Challenge. Over the last few months, players have been competing in 2 stages of open play, climbing the ladders each month for their chance to make it to the play-ins. In the play-ins, these top teams fought it out, and the best have made it here, to the ESL Mobile Challenge. Here, they will compete against each other each week, testing their skills, their communication, and their teamwork, all to determine who deserves to advance to the finals. It is at these finals where we will crown one team the best in their region and the ESL Mobile Challenge champions.
I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's on the line, that first place prize, that title of champion, and we are almost there to determining who that's going to be. But of course, we still have to determine who makes it to the finals first, which is what tonight is all about. Echo, let's take a look at our standings to see how the teams have gotten here and what spot they're in.
Yeah, and I mean, this is an important night because remember, only the top 4 teams will be advancing. So taking a look at the leaderboard right now, we have Tribe Gaming moving their way up to the top spot, 5-2. O.O and No You Esports are both with 4 wins at number 2 and number 3. We're going to see them facing off later on tonight. Stamina, Revenge Tour, Vatra Gaming Gold, all tied at 3-3. Then we have Losers and Evil Space down below, but I'm telling you what, we are going to have a battle for these top 4 spots, especially, I mean, between 3 and 5, there's going to be some crazy matches. And to talk about those matches, first up, we got O.O and versus Vatra. Match number 2, O.O versus No You. And match number 3, Stamina Esports versus Losers. But let's sit back and talk about what we have coming up right now, Ash.
Yeah, and looking at it, man, Ash getting banned along with Poco. We all know like Ash gets banned pretty much every single time in this competition. Same with Buzz and Mortis. So those are not surprising. Haven't really seen many meta changes here. It's awesome that, Brock's not banned, so we might see him, but then again, he also got nerfed recently. It's gonna be exciting to see what comps both of these teams cook up.
Absolutely. I mean, I think now it's a great opportunity for teams to be experimenting with the meta. Teams like O.O here, who have some individually stellar players, we'll see if they maybe take advantage of some of these shifts or go back to the tried and true. These players are, and they're going up against Vatra Gaming. And I'm excited to see what these players can do as well. I think a little bit more on the line here for Vatra. I think this is an absolute must. I think for both these teams, this is an absolute must win. As we take a look at their average stats from the last few weeks, now we've got a decent sample size under our belt. These start mattering a little bit more. And overall, O.O, Echo, they have to be the favorites coming into this.
Yeah, I mean, look at the kills. They're ahead in every single area. 18 to 15 in kills. Damage is higher. Healing is more. And this background music is epic, by the way. Can we just keep that looping the entire show?
Yeah, I think we probably could.
But yeah, there it is.
It is.
But yeah, we have a good matchup ahead, but it looks like O.O does have the stat advantage.
Absolutely. And, stats are one thing, but we can't necessarily read too much into them. Of course, on any given day, any team can beat another. And we've certainly seen that, as I said before, some crazy upsets. But Ash, I think it's going to be how these teams adapt to some recent changes that have come out. What were sort of some of the big key takeaways in terms of this last update that jumped out at you?
Well, significant nerf to Brock's attack. His projectile speed has been reduced by 11%, so he's a lot easier to juke now. It's a big hit, and that's why we're seeing him, not being banned here. Ash is still very strong, more of a rework. He gets enraged when he deals damage. He gets enraged more now, as opposed to getting enraged more from taking damage. So like, if he takes hits, he's gonna rage up slower. So it kind of like changes him up in as a brawler, but he's still very prominent, and that's why these teams are still banning him. And of course, with the healer combos, that's why we're also seeing Poco getting banned. As for other brawlers, like I'm kind of excited about Frank. Frank's second gadget got buffed big time, double the damage and the pull. He's gonna be a very strong brawler right now, probably a force to reckon with, because I'm excited to see him in action today. That's the brawler that I think might surprise us a lot tonight. That's what I have a feeling.
I mean, maybe even more of that tank stuff I've been talking about since last season, how I love the tanks.
Yeah.
Seeing that little buff there to Frank, I saw your stats that you put out there on the socials, Ash, and I got excited seeing that. Maybe we'll start seeing some Frank domination.
I mean, who knows? I think anything is possible at this point, but I wouldn't be surprised. We've seen Frank played a little bit, especially on certain maps, so I would not be surprised to see him pop out here. I also think it's a really fun change to the Ash, because what it does is it allows him to act more on his own and be less reliant on necessarily these healer comps, and it incentivizes the Ash player to go in and do a little bit more damage on their own. But, well, this was maybe one of the maps I was thinking about, so let's get into it. Echo, Ash, take it away.
Yeah, this is starting out exactly how... Look at this. All tanks on the scene right now. It's just a tank gameplay. Let's break it down on what we have going on here. We have O.O in blue, and we have Vatra up top in red. And right now, Vatra is holding down the center. They're going to be collecting those bolts. O.O still having 3 bolts, even though they've been backed up and had to respawn. This is some pretty heavy gameplay here, Ash.
Yeah, this is a very heavy gameplay with these tanks, and of course we're seeing Frank in action, by the way. Such a force right now in the meta. But one thing though, Echo, one thing we know about tank versus tank matchup, especially in Siege, is the final push. The final push is gonna be the strongest, because that's when the bolts start spawning quicker. So I feel like in this matchup between O.O and Vatra, it might actually be bad to have more bolts right now. So in this case, O.O, as you can see, in full control, 12 bolts, and the opposing team only 6. I feel like it could go either way right now, because even though they got a big push coming up, if Vatra can defend this, which they certainly can with all the tanks they have, they could be in a good position. Let's see. But
I don't know. You're not feeling a big push right here. Angel U's about to go down. Oh, Fade does get Angel U. They're on that bot. They got to get in there and do damage themselves, though.
Right. Yeah, great play by Togi right there, even though he got taken out. But this is what I mean, Echo, is you got a 7-3 bolt, right, lead for Vatra. All they got to do is now get control, get the final push, and they're going to get a stronger final push. That's all they got to do here, Echo. Can they do it is a question.
Can they do it? I mean, it's 7-7 right now, Ash, but we do have Levy still there collecting bolts, although his teammates are respawning. Did a nice job there. Wow. Tied up still. No siege. 24 seconds. Wow.
Echo, and so that is going to be game, because now there's only about 20 seconds left. Yeah, so the O.O is going to take this one. But you get what I was saying there earlier, Echo. Had Vatra gotten one more bolt, they would have had a very strong push to win this. So they definitely were super close. But O.O just a few seconds closer.
O.O bringing in round number 1. To remind all of you, you have to win 2 rounds to take the set out of a best of 3. So that's a great start right there for O.O. And I'll tell you what, the gameplay it didn't seem like there was a lot of precision going on. It seemed like brute force. When you have 3 tanks on each side, I guess there's only so much precision you could have with that type of a brawler, but it was what it was, I guess.
It's
more fun when you have like 3 tanks crushing a bunch of glass cannons, to be honest.
Exactly, yeah. Like tank versus tank is all about brute force, aggression, those type of plays, constant super usage. The biggest thing is you know you got to hit your shots with those supers. If you're wasting supers, that can lead to a quick downfall. Right there in that game, it was really close. Actually, it was a super close. Super close game. Believe it or not, because if Thatcher got in that final bolt, got in 9 to 8 bolts, they would have had the final push and they could have won. They would have had a really high percentage chance of winning had that happened. But let's see it again here, Echo. Are they gonna go tank versus tank again?
You know it, man. You know it. This is surprising.
Check out Angel.
Oh, actually, no. You got who is that? Gene? Who is that?
That's a Gene. That's a Gene.
I thought it was a Gene.
That's a brilliant pick, by the way. Gene is a great brawler to deal with tanks because he can constantly chain pulls to your Ike. You can pull it to your Ike, but right there, that pull, I'm not sure why he pulled over there. He could have saved that pull to pull the bot. So that was a big misplay, I feel like, on Angel's part, but he's doing a great job getting hits right here. I don't agree with that Frank super on the bot. I feel like that's kind of a waste of Frank super, and this is gonna be a massive push now. It's gonna, because especially with Fade having his super with Frank. Oh, great!
Lost the super.
Yeah,
wow.
Because of the push gadget from Angel, you still don't look at the damage, Echo. Just look at it.
9%. They went all in. He's going right in. He's going to take it right now. Daryl, the barrel, trying. Okay, that's going to be game right there. All Daryl needs to do is get himself up there, roll himself in with his super, and he could take that. He could take that down. I think.
But one thing we know about Siege, anything can happen. If Thatcher can get full control right now, get a push. They are gonna get a push here, but they're not gonna get much out of it. They're gonna need another push if they actually want to win this. But they gotta be careful, especially Togi. He's gotta be careful if he goes aggressive here. He's gonna open up an opportunity for Luffy to get, a barrel roll towards the Ike and finish the game. That's something you definitely don't want, right?
And that's what Luffy's trying to do. He's just trying to get those hits in to get his super. Actually, he charges it up on his own too. But yeah.
Big plays, Echo right there. That's another kill. And then a nice super bite as Levy. Can Togi take him out? No, he can't. But Echo, look at the bolt count. Look at that.
Thatcher's in control right now of bolts, but look at this as well. Look at O.O has control.
Oh, that might be game. Luffy managed to roll through the water, giving them that opportunity to finish it. That was actually very close as well, Echo. Had Luffy been unable to make that play and finish it, Thatcher could have definitely had an opportunity to get that final push and win it.
I agree with you. Let's bring back InVerum and see if he agrees as well. I think that was a nice play by Luffy.
I mean, Luffy had a very clear course of action. This is how we win the game. We just had to play defense, and the pressure was there. I mean, props to Thatcher throughout that. In order to try and mount some sort of comeback, they played it correctly. Unfortunately, they just gave up way too much. And I'm actually going to disagree with you a little bit, Ash. I think that Frank super on the push was actually key because they were able to get a triple kill off the back of it, take down the entire squad, and because of that in the second game, hopefully we get to capture it on video here, because of that they were able to take the Ike down to just 5%. I think it was actually a bit of a heads up play. It was very aggressive for sure, but it also showed a lot of confidence in just how much damage your team can do and capitalized on the mispositioning of Avatra. So maybe we get a chance to witness it here a little bit as the whole team groups up, and they're able to get a crazy amount of damage off the back of this here.
Yeah, I mean, this was just solid. And I mean, like I said, there was one play when it was down to 9%. Luffy knew exactly what he needed to do, and it took him a while to get it done, but he finally did get his super, roll himself over, and take down that Ike. And look at this right now, 21 kills to 12. Damage is more even than you would think. And look at the healing, though. A lot more healing for O.O. They obviously had clear domination of that right there, even though things were a lot closer than we would have thought of, Ash.
Yeah, I mean, like, the stats are kind of, like, misleading there because I felt like it was a lot closer, especially that first game. Remember the final push, 8 to 8 bolts. Had Vatra gotten one more bolt, they would have definitely had a very, very good shot at winning that game. And the second game, had they been able to defend against Luffy's Daryl Super, could have been a different story as well there, because Vatra was in control to get that final push again. So a lot closer than the stats would say, I'd say.
100%. I think it really came down to which team was able to finish their kills. I think that accounts for the differential there. That accounts for the healing. So we'll see if maybe Vatra will be able to do that a little bit better this time around. Confirm those takedowns as we get into our second set, and already off to a big start. Echo, let's go.
Oh man, Brawl Ball right off the bat. Vatra going in for the quick goal. I don't know how you beat Triple Tank with this. Do you think that this comp that's held by O.O is going to be able to hold back the Triple Tank?
I'm not sure, Echo. Look at Angel U right here being very aggressive. Fade's gonna have a hard time. He's a Sand. He's not gonna be able to do much against these tanks. But, oh man, that was very clutch right there by Fade. Managed to stop him just on time. But yeah, Echo, I think this is gonna be a difficult matchup against these tanks. Your best DPS brawler against these tanks is Rico, and that might not be enough.
No, but look at Fade being really sneaky there. Gonna be going on in advance. Oh, there's a whoa! That was unexpected. But yes, let's go. Let's go, Ash. Let's go. Let's see if they can do it right now with the disadvantage, with the brawler deficit, we could call it. I want to see if O.O could pull in the win here. It's going to come down to who gets that next goal.
Right. I like what Angel U and Togi are doing, flanking the lanes, and that puts you in so much pressure having to deal with two tanks sneaking up on you, and then Angel's gonna finish it. What? That was quick, Echo. I love that strategy to flank around the lanes. That puts you in so much pressure, because what are you gonna do? You can't 1v1 these tanks with your Sandy, with your Stu. These brawlers, you're not gonna be able to do much. They don't have the DPS to deal with the tanks. So that was brilliant. Flanking through the sides. And,
we've talked about the tanks before. They just keep on coming. There's so much to take down, so much health that you have to get rid of. That when you have three of them and you don't have any massive counters for it, I mean, this could be like Vatra's way. I mean, they've been tanks every round.
Yeah, by the way, Echo, if you recall, like, Vatra was a team that we were kind of surprised about. Like, last week, they won the final match last week, if you recall. And they surprised us because they started running these tanks. They weren't known as a tank team. They were known as a sharp-shooting sniper kind of team. They would always run these long-range brawler, Piper, Brock, Bell, if you recall, Colt, right? Those are what they were known. But now they're just dominating with these tanks. Man, this is exciting, especially the meta. Do you think the meta has shifted? Because these guys are running tanks nonstop. First in Siege and now in Brawl Ball. Do you think this could be a tank meta?
I mean, that's what I was just about to say. You got to respect the team that's able to adapt to the meta. And I mean, they're trying to. I mean, these changes just came, right? So they're trying to see and take advantage of any opportunity that was given to them by the update itself, by Supercell, and then run with that. Because really, there's been no time to practice against these meta changes yet. So if they're coming in with triple tank every time, it's kind of forcing the opponent to come in either with a mirror type matchup or with something that's very tank counter.
Yeah, like Ems. I'd expect to see Ems. Yeah, right there. Look at that. As Levy with Ems. But hey, Vatra, one step ahead. They knew that they were going to go with something anti-tank. And so they're going to take advantage. Angel again. Are you kidding me, Angel? Quick goal. Just within 15 seconds, Echo. He does it again. Jeez.
Gotta love Brawl Ball. You can end these things quickly when you're playing some Brawl Ball. And yeah, maybe this was a nice Vatra mind game. Let's go
look
tank,
at the counter.
tank, and then mix it up.
What?
Oh, this is fast. This is fast.
How often do we see that? One team scoring within 15 seconds and the next team scoring within 15 seconds? This is really fast gameplay, Echo.
You know, it's aggressive. It's I feel like Togi could have gotten that. Togi still can get that.
He can get, no, he didn't.
Whoa, that was close.
Wow, okay. He could have definitely kicked that earlier, Echo, but I think he was trying to maybe BM a bit, maybe spin. But hey, they still got it done there. What?
Very possible, trying to dance in there. Let's bring back InVerum. I mean, InVerum, weren't you just here a few moments ago? I mean, that was quick.
I'm a ghost. I just disappeared for like 1 second maybe, and then I came blink and you miss it. That was that whole match. I think that's the fastest set of Brawl Ball we've ever seen. And it was settled with 3 goals each time. Those are the fastest sets of goals, hands down, we've ever seen. I think you're right. That was fast. There was some Sonic the Hedgehog going on out there. just do not look back. I mean, this was wild. I mean, it started off with just big plays like this, people grouping up, just getting aggressive on each other. Vatra, was able to come out swinging each time, but O.O rallied back. The passing play in this was incredible. I mean, I'm Echo. I have no more good things to say. This was just awesome to watch.
It was awesome to watch. It was fast, and honestly, this whole highlight can be the entire match or the entire set all over again with how quick it actually went down. But it was aggressive, no matter with playing with tanks or with playing with tank counter.
There we go.
Sorry, it's the wig, I tell you. If you're even playing with the tank counters, it was very fast and very aggressive from both sides. It just happens to be that Vatra came out on top on this one, Ash.
Yeah, and it's not like it was not like Vatra was just dominating, even though the stats right here show they did pretty. But look at the damage difference. O actually had significantly more damage, yet Vatra won because of just how aggressive they were in making those plays, right? Just running in with their tanks. Of course, you're gonna take more damage. You're running tanks, short range brawlers that with heavy, high health, right? You're obviously gonna be taking damage. But it's just that aggression that won Vatra these games. And as I was saying, O.O, they weren't getting swept. They actually scored in both games, if you recall. It was 2-1 both games, and it was that quick. The set was that quick. That's insane.
And Brawl Ball is often the one. If it's a 3-1 ever in a match, we find the one is usually Brawl Ball. Any team, we've seen crazy back and forth, games on Brawl Ball consistently. Now the question becomes, is Vatra going to be a splash in the pan with this one, or are they going to be able to take this next set, bring us up to 2-1 over O.O, who I think a lot of us considered one of the favorites coming into this. But I mean, Vatra's been looking better and better every single week. Echo, I don't think this will be a splash in the pan. I could see this going all 5 sets.
I can see that as well, and you're completely right. They have gotten better. We've seen improvement. We see them look kind of sloppy, and then we look at them, and they look pretty good.
Clean.
And they just looked good right there. Now, I anticipate seeing some Frank here because we're going into hot zone on parallel plays, and I'm wrong. I'm wrong, Ash. I don't see Frank at all.
Yeah, Leon is super strong, by the way, even though he's got a nerf, right? His lollipop only lasts for 20 seconds now, but guess what? He has 3 uses for it, so it's still, it's going to last you 60 whole seconds, even with a decay, which is still a substantial amount. O.O just working their way slowly, same with Vatra. This is a map where you gotta work your way slowly. You gotta first get one of the zones. It's against Angel U. They're trying to double him. Angel U doing a really good job just finessing around there. But look at the scoreboard. O.O about to grasp that bottom left zone, and if they do, they can then play aggressive and grab the top right. But it's gonna be tough because Togi, he's Leon. He's going invisible, Echo.
Angel U just took him down, though, and snuck back into that hot zone, trying to take advantage of it himself, as Levy went a little bit fancy there and was not able to capture that zone. So look at the difference here.
Yeah,
62 to 45.
He just triggered one of Bell's traps. That was big right there, giving Vatra an easy kill. Now Angel U doing superbly with his Stu, just surviving. Oh man, the supers are around there, and then that gives his teammates Togi and Mitsuya opportunity to move up now and grab this zone. That's all they need right now, Echo. If they can constantly grab the bottom left zone, Vatra will escape with a victory here.
Yeah, I agree with that, and it looks like they are working hard to get it. It's Angel U, though, who has, as you said, been really good at just getting out of the way of fire and just being really sneaky around those posts right there. And as Levy takes him down, but man, Vatra Gold is looking good, taking in another win right there. This time it was not a one-trick pony. It was not just tricking the opponent in Brawl Ball. They were able to take that over and win it over in Hot Zone as well. Well, they won 1 round. There's more to come.
Definitely big plays by Angel U and his 2 on the left side, winning that side multiple times with this too. And then on the right zone, there are Leon, right? I think it was Togi with the Leon, did such a great job just constantly holding that fort. And that lollipop gadget, he utilized it very well here. He placed the lollipop in that single zone, constantly concealing himself, getting supers, and just defending and winning lanes. If I'm O.O, I'm probably gonna be like, I would probably switch up something else because it didn't really work out. The Jesse, Amber, Leon comp didn't really work out very well for them.
It didn't, and you know we're underestimating Vatcher a little bit. I mean, going into this, they're sitting at 3-2, while O.O is 4-1, so they only have one more win. It's not like you know, a commanding lead over them. Yeah. And as InVerum brought up a moment ago, they've been getting better, Vatcher, and they've been gelling better together as a team. So they could be onto something, and so far I'm impressed and maybe even a little surprised.
Thatcher's definitely starting to look scary, man. Like first week to like now, they progressively just getting better and better, and you can just see it. You can see like they're patient, they're a lot more calculative in their plays, they're a lot more comfortable. You can just see it in their gameplay.
I mean, I think they're playing better as a team overall.
Definitely, yeah. Look at Angel U with the Sprout, which is gonna be great for taking out Leon's Lollipop pretty quickly, but you're gonna be taking multiple shots here against Luffy and Livia's Leon. Back and forth though.
Yeah, back and forth so far, but it's early on. We got to see who gains that control. Honestly, Angel U just needs to play it safe, stay behind those walls, and getting a few shots here. Okay.
Oh, big plays! Triple teaming right there and taking control over the left zone. Then the big thing here, Echo, is he's got his walls down to completely blockade them. That was big, but as Levy using the immunity to open that up. But look at that, using the gadget, you know what, that second gadget, transplant, to basically, you know, replace the walls immediately. So he's basically getting like 2 supers for 1.
Yeah, I love that, and using it well. I mean, honestly, Angel U was doing some nice controlling in the bottom portion of the map right there. But right now, we got all the action going on up top. Fairly even in the percentages as well, but it looks like O.O, they're starting to run away with things a little bit here, but it's going back in Vatcher's favor at this point. Back and forth.
Yeah, unfortunately, Fade's going to go down right there to the Electro Blast, but Fade made some incredible plays right there. His super getting multiple players. Angel U trying to get the bottom left zone, but I don't think that's a good play because look at the score. 84%, 64. All O.O needs is the top right zone. If they can grab that, they'll win it. And that's why you see Angel U retreating back to help out his teammates. He's got to take out Luffy, otherwise that's game.
Is he going to be able to do it, though? That is game. So we are tied up in this round. 1-1. O.O saying we don't want Vatcher to get hot. We don't want to give them that confidence. So they come in and pull in a win themselves. Now, this set right here is down to this next round. Whoever wins this next round is going to take the set and have a 2-1 advantage, really have control of this match overall. And that's where you want to be. You don't want to be down to the point where you need to win the next 2. You want to have that 2-1 advantage. And really, I mean, it could go either way. I think it honestly depends on who has the advantage with the comps that they choose.
Yeah. The Sprout pick, you know, kind of a surprise pick right there, but, you know, Mortis is banned. So it was a pretty safe pick. But also Angel U, even though he made some nice plays, he also made some plays that kind of cost him. Like when he dropped that wall, is Levy just using his immunity to break open the walls. Kind of a wasted opportunity to use his walls, by the way. And then, of course, remember later on, he went for the bottom left zone when his team was behind 84% to 65%. He went for the bottom left zone. You're not going to win it that way because you got to reclaim that top right zone. And then when he came back to reclaim it, it was just a little too late to do so, giving O.O an easy run for that.
So do you think that Vatcher comes through with their original comp, taking Sprout out?
Possibly.
With that and then just rolls in with what they had round 1?
Yeah, I think they have to change out Sprout, especially, you know, seeing that O.O, you know, they did not change. They did not change with their comp. No. They decided to go with the same thing twice, right? And if you're doing that, if you're running a Leon, you can't run Sprout. Sprout is just an easy bait for Leon every single time. Go invisible, Invisi-heal. Sprout's not going to do much. Feed off of him easily. Not only that, hitting your shots against a speedy Leon is not easy. So definitely I'm expecting Sprout to be changed. Possibly back to Stu. Stu was great, by the way. Angel, you did an amazing job with Stu. So we might see that. Now, if you're O.O, you might also be thinking, hey, you know, they're probably going to revert back to Stu. So maybe we should change out a brawler like maybe Jesse to, not Jesse, did they run Jesse or did they run Bell? I can't recall, but
They're
either
running
way.
Bell.
Okay, so Bell, either way, like you gotta use something against this Stu. Maybe Ruffs. Ruffs could be a good brawler, especially with the sandbags, a good brawler to counter Stu, and not only that, support your teammates with the boost, right?
Well, based on the amount of time that they're taking to think about these comps, I'm wondering if they just come in with something completely different and really just mix it up completely. I mean, typically when we see them take a while to get themselves set, it's usually not going in with the same comp or making a little switch here or there. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah, normally I would agree with you on that, but this kind of map, parallel plays, it's kind of like solidified with the comps you can run. There's not that many brawlers that. Oh, but as I say that, look at what O.O's doing. Byron with double tank. I feel like it's very strong, but it can also be a little risky, especially if you lose control. It's very easy to feed off of these tanks. As you can see, Togi's just gonna constantly bombard himself against this Frank, who's not gonna be able to do much. Ooh, wow,
Yeah,
Frank actually won. How did he win that matchup?
He stayed alive, and as Levy's going up to give Frank that support, and actually it looks like Fade did go down. He's coming on back. Looks like Luffy does take the bottom, and now as Levy is gonna
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Invisi heal, get some good chain supers, but nice heal by as Levy to keep Fade alive. Still, both teams are gonna get their zones. O.O is gonna get the bottom left zone. Vatra's gonna get the top right zone. It all comes down to whether one of the teams can grab the other zone before the other team. And O.O does have that advantage of having a Byron with a healer. So you can see Luffy's gonna make a very aggressive play for that top right zone since they already have the bottom left zone, right? Unfortunately, as Levy's nowhere near Luffy to keep him alive there.
No, but he is holding down Fade, and I feel like they could make a really strong push to that top zone. But Togi going ham on them right now with that Leon, and then just getting out of dodge, going invisible, going to take them out here. And this is going to be O.O.
This is going to be Vatra. You know why? Because their Luffy went to the top right zone too early, Echo. Vatra was in control over the bottom left zone, and fortunately for them, they were able to win it with just 6%. Vatra just needs 6% on the bottom left zone.
This is it right here. They need to take that top zone as in a 2-on-3. If they can't, it's going to be Vatra. Right there, he's in.
The big plays. You just got to stay one more second 100%. There. 1%. Togi's trying to sneak in there. He's got Invisi heal. Mitsui can do it. He can do it, Echo.
There it is.
He can do it. Yep. Wow.
Nice job to Vatra. Not expecting that at all, especially with this heavy comp with that healing power pushing up as well. So what we have right here is Vatra taking the lead 2-1. Let's bring back InVerum. Looks like it wasn't a one-trick pony. They came through again.
Not a splash in the pan. Absolutely not. They are looking so good. I have to give them, no matter what the outcome of this game is, no matter if they make it to the finals or not, Vatra Gaming, definitely my most improved team. I mean, they came in that first week. They didn't really look that strong. They struggled a little bit in their matches, but they have come so far since then. Vatra looking like a completely different squad. Their prioritization of the objectives has gotten so much better. Their team play, and most of all, their ability to survive. Their ability to hang on in these clutch situations, put themselves in a spot where they can continue to contest the objectives and force O.O back. O.O just can't play their game. They're constantly forced to respond to what Vatra is doing. And because of that, Vatra, exactly, moments like this, plays like this, and now all of a sudden it's a 3v2. You got the bit of the advantage there, but you're ahead if you're Vatra Gaming. Again, you force O.O, Ash, to play your game now because you constantly put yourself ahead in terms of this percentage.
Exactly, yeah. I felt like the biggest misplay for O.O, not securing that bottom left zone at the end. Vatra Gaming taking it with a massive differential in damage. They did a lot more. O.O got significantly more heal, and that's thanks to having a Byron. But as you can see, just the damage difference and how in control Vatra was throughout both of these games.
Yeah, lots of damage being done. The more damage, I mean, it didn't result in a massive lead in kills, but at the end of the day, they were in control and they were continuously making their opponent back themselves up to keep themselves alive, and worked out. Plus, they were attacking, and then their opponent was getting healed up as well. So O.O did that healing, so more damage would be happening. But man, they're looking good in InVerum.
I'm incredibly impressed. I think this is exactly what we needed to see from them. We saw more of this last week as well. I think if they've been able to rally like week number 2 rather than week number 3, there's the potential that they could be up there near the top with Tribe Gaming as well, because this squad's looking really good. O.O have some hyper veteran players. So for them to be in the lead against O.O right now is really, really impressive. I cannot wait to see what Vatra can continue to do as we get into our third set, which I should remind everybody is match point. If Vatra win this set, they will win the whole match. O.O need to win this one right now. So Echo, let's go.
Yeah, we're coming in on Heist, and again, it's the triple tank for Vatra. They're going to be going strong and pushing hard towards that safe. Now, you do have Fade playing the spike, which really handles those tanks nicely and is going to take down Togi right there. Look at this. They just took them all out there, Ash. The whole team went down.
Yeah, fortunately for O.O, they're actually running a very anti-tank comp. Having a Ruffs that can constantly feed off of these tanks and support your teammates, a Spike and Stu, high DPS brawlers. If you can boost them up, you're gonna do a lot better defending against these tanks, and that's exactly what O.O's doing. And best of all, Luffy's gonna open up that mid. Opening up that mid makes it much easier, gives an opportunity for Fade, Luffy, as Levy to all target that safe. Something, comps often miss out on when they're running Rico and Spike. They normally don't, well, I wouldn't say normally, but often they don't have a wall break, and that leads to their downfall. But not O.O. They've got a great comp going here against the triple tank, Echo.
They do, and look at this, shutting down shutting down Vatra, I'm sorry, as they try and grab that safe. That's 2 attempts by who is it? Mitsuya trying to dive in with Bull and not touching the safe in time. I'm really impressed how they're able to hold them off, but the question is, if Vatra gets through with those tanks, how much damage can they do on that safe in a short amount of time? Well, looks like O.O's doing quite a bit of themselves.
Yeah, Vatra's, oh man, they're in a big dilemma here. Like, how are they going to get through? I think they've given up. They just can't get through here because they know if they're going to flank through the left or right lane, they can't leave the mid open. There's going to be a constant barrage of attacks by O.O, and that's what happened. 100% to 0. Echo, perfect counter to triple tank right there. I think that's the first time we've seen triple tank get shut down so hard in Heist.
No, that was. I mean, I don't think they even scratched the safe. They did a nice job holding them back. So O.O gaining a little bit of a lead here in set number 4. Remember, this could be the match point. So this set right here, closing it out. If Vatra is able to win the next 2 rounds, they could take this whole thing right here. But O.O is not going to let that happen. We saw that for sure. Actually, I mean, Vatra, the last 3 seconds of that.
I'm kind of expecting O.O to switch to possibly triple tanks, Echo. They might actually go triple tanks after running something like that, because we know Vatra, after getting shut down so heavily against this comp, you gotta make a switch, right? But if I'm playing like reverse psychology here, I'd run triple tank again against O.O, but seems like that's not what Vatra's doing. They're going to go with a pretty tank counter heavy comp. Fortunately for Levy, he's a Barley, and Barley's an excellent brawler for countering, guess what, glass cannons like Spike and Rico.
Yeah, but he goes down right there. We got Togi staying alive. Wow, nice job using that gadget as well. Gaining that health as Luffy is still just protecting his area, protecting his zone, not letting anyone encroach.
Yeah, it's still gonna be tough though, especially to deal with as Levy, because Vatra has no wall breaker. And remember what I said in that first game, when you don't have a wall breaker, it's hard to get damage onto the safe in this map. So I feel like Vatra's in quite a dilemma. Not only that, another advantage of having a Barley, you get to shoot over the wall. You get to shoot over the wall to the safe. So that gives O.O a big comp advantage here, Echo.
Yeah, I agree with that because there is nothing to open up those walls. So as Levy, let's anticipate a little bit going over right there, just continuously chipping. Luffy holding down that right-hand lane. I don't think he's died once right here, doing a really nice job just keeping that right-hand lane free and clear and protected. What are you saying? The safe just getting chipped at?
Chipped at constantly by Levy over the walls, and then Fade coming in from the left. This is a big lead, Echo. This is actually a very, very, very big lead when you also take into account the comp Vatra's running, because they don't have a wall breaker. It's gonna be super difficult for Vatra to get a lot of damage rolling here. It's almost impossible at this point, I feel like.
45 seconds left. Yeah, especially if O.O gets on the defensive and really doesn't focus on the push anymore, but tries to just keep Vatra back. Still obviously trying to get a little bit of a push on for that threat. But right now, Fade is playing it safe, getting behind that wall, using that super, trying to take down Mitsuya, but 25 seconds left. Man, it's looking good for O.O.
It is looking good for O.O right there, man. It's just too difficult. As you can see, not having a wall breaker, nothing to shoot through the mid, and not only that, not having a thrower to shoot over wall, you're just gonna have a really hard time getting damage. That's what happens with Vatra. Only 8%. Echo, both of these games, 2 games in a row, total damage on the safe by Vatra, 8%.
Wow. That is some good defense by O.O. No matter what comp they encountered, they were able to defend, and it's pretty impressive. Doing a lot of damage, not taking a lot of damage. Let's bring back InVerum because we are all tied up as we go into our final set.
I don't know if maybe you recalled to like 10, 15 minutes ago, and I was like, I could see this going all 5 games or all 5 sets. Yeah, I did that. It absolutely did. Both teams have shown just moments of brilliance over the course of this. Both have shown impeccable teamwork. Both have shown great choices when it comes to composition, drafting. This one is going to be the final test because after all this, the tit and tat back and forth, it comes down to what is essentially a best of 1 after all that. And okay, that is the most dominant victory we've seen yet. Ash, okay.
Yeah, as you, like I said, you know, both of these games, Vatra only managed to deal a total of 8% on O.O safe, right? We're looking at 200%, okay, not 200%, but a huge difference right there in terms of safe health, right?
Can we talk about the 23 kill lead that O.O had there as well? I mean, my goodness.
But I felt like that kind of was due to that first game, just constant bullying of the tanks, if you recall.
Spawn trapping.
Constant, spawn trap and just constant kills. That's going to inflate your stats pretty big time.
It does, but it was also fun to watch. I mean, and then at the end, because that's like the ultimate. Like you set yourself up to 60. That's when you know you absolutely crushed the draft. When you can just keep your opponent trapped in their spawn, can't get around out of the safe, and they're just at the end there's 12% left, and they just stand there and go, "Please go next." That's how you know, Ash.
Right. Another thing I was saying, like if you play reverse psychology here, right? O.O. Right, against O.O, you played triple tanks and you got shut down. I would have played triple tanks again because it would have worked out better this time because they have a Barley instead of Ruffs. They have no wall breaker to stop that, and Barley is a very weak brawler to tanks. It would have actually worked out for Vatra had they stuck with the triple tank and not given up on it so quickly.
It's always easy to say that after the fact, right? It's like if I just would have done this, it would have worked out so much better. But sometimes when you're there figuring out your comps, it's just that much harder trying to figure out what your opponent's going to do. But right now, we're in our final set. It's gem grab on acute angle.
Yeah, I'm saying all these woes because Angel U's, oh my goodness, triple kill. Echo, if you had not been watching right there, Angel U won his lane again on the left against Luffy. Then he took out Fade at the mid, and then he took out Levy. All 3 of them. Angel U is destroying it right now with his M's.
I feel like we've said that name a few times here already, but he just goes down right now. He's double teamed by Luffy and Fade, getting taken down, and Luffy's going to be able to sneak on, or is going to try to sneak on up there and grab those gems, and he is successful. And wow, the advantage sways quickly, not only in gems, but also in position.
Yeah, it just goes to show how quickly things can turn if you're out of position right there. One kill against Angel U, and then just constant aggression by O.O. They're gonna, I feel like they can finish this pretty strong right now. Even though Vatra started off very, very well. Like, man, Angel U was destroying it. He got a triple kill to start this game, and then quickly the tables have turned. And O.O with an easy victory. Just one win away.
We know that tables can turn that quickly. I mean, if you're the gem carrier, you drop all your gems in a spot where the opponents can come grab them, then that control switches. It's a totally different game right there. While you're waiting to respawn, your opponents are collecting those gems, gaining control of the center. And that's exactly what we saw happen there, Ash.
Yeah, you know, we've been seeing a lot of Max as gem carrier, and I feel like it's kind of overrated. Every time I see Max as a gem carrier in any of these ESL matches, we just constantly see her dying, and that's what happened in this match. Max just kept dying. You don't want your gem carrier to die. I saw him die like 3 times right there in this game. That is not what you want from your gem carrier, and that led to a quick loss for Vatra because it was the worst timing as well. He died, left Angel U getting doubled, or I think it was triple team right there, if you recall. And that led to an easy victory for O.O. So you got to pick something better, something safer instead of a Max, I feel like.
But as we get into it, this could be the final round. If O.O is able to bring in the win, they could pick another one up under their belt. And remember, this all is so important right now because only the top 4 teams will be moving forward to the final rounds that are happening in a few weeks. So right now, we do have a little bit of a battle. Fade is going to... Well, they both went down, but as Levy did a nice job helping out over there, going through, holding down the middle. Luffy is doing a good job in his lane as well, and I hear some peeps incoming.
Yeah, and I love what they're doing, by the way. Oh, man, as I said, that is he's going to get the kill against Togi and then a double team to win the right side against Mr. P. I'm not really sure why they went with Mr. P. That's a pretty interesting pick, especially, you know, in this meta. Not a very, very potent brawler, but O.O, 7 gems. Thatcher does have a couple of gems at the back, but they need to start getting some... Oh, as I said that, Togi's gonna go down, their gem carrier down, and now O.O with all the gems that go. Could they steal this?
It's looking as if they can. I think this is the first time we've actually seen Mr. P played here at all, by the way. I don't recall it at all, but Fade is just going to keep on retreating. That's going to be O.O pulling in the win, not letting Vatra come through and have that comeback that we were talking about. Still, well played by both teams going to the final match. InVerum, let's bring it back. You predicted it. You get that credit. But in the end, O.O came through strong.
Yeah, I feel like Vatra just sort of crumbled there at the end. The comps didn't feel as aligned. They definitely didn't feel as strong here. I honestly feel like they tilted after this amazing start. One of probably the single best individual player starts we have seen ever. He gets that opening series of kills, and then watch this. He stays alive. Not only does he stay alive, he kills Luffy. But what happened next is the disaster. Somehow, someway, Togi dies right there. And then because of that, O.O was able to pick up every single gem on the map, force back Vatra, and it just goes to show how on a razor's edge these matches are, just how close and how good these players are. You give them an inch, they will take a mile. And that's exactly what O.O did. The second there was an opening, the second there was an opportunity, Vatra just absolutely crumbled. And I feel like that really upset their mental going into this map number 2, or round number 2, I should say. And because of that, it's just a pretty quick 2-0, pretty quick GG, and honestly, a pretty crazy end to an epic 5-game series. Crazy amount of kills. That might be, Ash, that might be the highest number of kills we've seen in a single match.
Wow. Even though it's a 3-2, that's a huge difference in kills.
40. That's a lot.
I mean, it did go to the full match essentially, but still, yeah, I think that's the most kills that we've seen so far. O.O, looking at those numbers, you'd look at those numbers and say they had complete control. Wow. Although for a couple of those sets in there, it looks like Vatra did as well. But O.O, I mean, they pulled it in. They did what they needed to do.
Yeah, and like Vacho was not playing bad at all, man. Like you said, InVerum, the plays by Angel U, just from the start, he got 4 straight kills before he went down. But them losing their gem carrier, the Max at the mid, all of a sudden, everything just shifted so fast in favor of O.O. It just goes to show how important, your mid player is, carrying gems is. You lose the gem carrier, you lose all the gems. You open a big window of opportunity for O.O to take the mid and spawn trap you.
Yeah.
Oof.
In esports, we call that the punish. You make a mistake like that and you're going to get punished. And up against a team as good as O.O, they will take that 10 times out of 10. But that was 5 sets out of 5. But the first match is done. O.O get the victory. And they're actually going to be in our next matchup as well. So make sure you're sticking around and make sure you're checking us out over on TikTok. We just recently launched that ESL Mobile TikTok. So go over, give it some love, check out the videos. And we'll be back in a few minutes with match number 2.
The brawler I dressed up for Halloween as would definitely be Crow.
Probably Amber, because that's the brawler that I get the most wins with in competitive.
If I had to dress up as one brawler for Halloween, probably Buzz or something. I think Buzz looks pretty cool.
The funniest teammates, Jigsaw.
Toast, because he plays competitive in the computer lab at his college and there's always kids next to him. It's pretty funny hearing him talk Brawl Stars.
Funniest teammate, I would say, is probably Minwoong or Fade. I have a lot of funny times in VC with them both.
The loudest teammate would probably be me.
Me.
The loudest is definitely Fade. Definitely is really into it.
The quietest teammate's probably Rez.
Definitely as Livy.
The quietest would probably be Luffy. He's very, very quiet a lot of times.
The most emotional teammate's also Rez.
Toast.
Most emotional probably me. I'm very intense when we play. Really want to win.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the ESL Mobile Challenge. I'm InVerum. That's Echo. That's Ash. I know. Ignore the well, don't ignore the costumes. Embrace the costumes as we tune in for a particularly spooky episode of the ESL Mobile Challenge. Our first match is already out of the way. We've got two more epic ones in front of you. O.O will be making a quick return, keep it hot after their victory over Avatra Gaming. This next one, Echo, though, against No You. I think this could be another banger.
O.O versus No You. These two at the beginning of the night were both at the top of the leaderboards right underneath Tribe. They both had 4 wins and they're fighting for these top 4 spots. So I anticipate a really good match right here. But after seeing O.O look so hot right there, I don't know. We're gonna have to see what No You can do. Then match number 3. Well, we'll get back to that in a minute because Ash is gonna take us through these bans.
Yeah, speaking of Ash is banned again. We're also seeing Brock getting banned in this particular matchup. In the previous matchup, we still saw Brock being pretty strong, right? Fade with the Brock, showing how it's done. So it looks like, No You wants to play it safe here. But then again, you still have options such as Poco. Poco's not banned here. You got Mortis as a aggro brawler, is a great option as well. I'm liking this matchup.
As am I. I think this one is going to be very, very interesting. O.O, again, we just saw how good they looked in that last one. Stumbled to the touch, though. We'll see if they're going to be able to bring this back together. Going up against No You, Elite, Luki, Minwoong. I mean, we've seen them pretty darn good as well. This one was tough. We were doing like our predictions. This one was tough. I think on paper, O.O, especially after that last matchup, probably have to be the favorites here. But No You, Echo, I think they're a little bit better than necessarily these stats would show.
Yeah, I mean, they're on the top of the leaderboards for a reason, but if you do look at those stats are pretty in favor of O.O. I mean, we have to go to the gameplay in these matches to see what it actually looks like, but you look like you have a thought.
Well, if they're winning quickly, then they're getting less kills. Ooh. So that's what Ash is laughing at. That's what Ash is. Yeah, he's like, come on, guys, do use your noggins. If you're winning quickly and you're getting quick games out of the way, yes, you're going to have lower damages overall. You're up there at the top of the leaderboard. And yes, you're going to have less kills because you're winning more efficiently, which I think may be the case here. So in some cases, Ash, higher statistic doesn't necessarily mean better.
Yeah, definitely, exactly. Like you got to play the objective, and that's what we've been seeing. Especially in the previous matchup, it was so close, 3-2. Even though you had such a large differential in terms of kills, it's crazy. Here we go.
Yep, it is crazy, and why not go into hot zone, throw one zone in the middle, and see who can grab it. Now, I noticed O.O, they did ban B. Is that because they want to ban a tank killer? Do you think they're going to be going tank heavy at some point?
That's a very good point, Echo. That eliminate B, go triple tank like what No You is doing here. Mm-hmm. It's going to be very tough for O.O, even though they have a pretty good start. It's going to be tough for them to maintain control against the constant barrage of these tanks.
Yeah, but they are doing a pretty fair job, I have to say. But look, I mean, Minwoong doing a nice job as well. Just staying alive, healing up, striking when he can, and then going back to safety.
Yeah, this is that's
losing his super.
Big kill, losing their super against that. And the worst thing here is if you go one tank at a time, you're not going to win. You got to combine tanks if you want control over this mid area. Because as Levy can just constantly pull, but not as Levy, Luffy can constantly pull you with his gene. I think he's about to do that soon here.
I think he just did pull whoever's playing. Carl just got pulled in, I thought, but it could.
No one's
maybe
playing Carl. That's the Poco, I think, that you're getting confused with.
No, I'm sorry, not Carl. I'm talking Daryl. I thought Daryl just got pulled up in there. But either way, you're right. They're going really one at a time. They're lining them up. But right now, OU did pull in the win right there against the triple tank. And Daryl. I was talking about Daryl, not Carl.
Daryl, okay. 8% differential. But, they did a really, really good job just constantly stopping these tanks. I do think they should have, made more coherent pushes where, they combined with their tanks rather than going single tank at a time, because you're just going to get melted one at a time, right?
Yeah, and we saw that happen. But, you know, when your opponent's inside the hot zone and just gaining that percentage, I understand the desire to get there quickly and just try and crush them. But I think 3 at a time is going to give you a better result.
Yeah, I think what's most impressive is that they didn't have a single tank counter. Poco, Gene, Russ, none of these brawlers are tank counters, and they defeat a comp with triple tanks. That is really, really impressive, Echo.
Well, I feel like if you take any 3 decent brawlers and you keep lining up a tank one at a time and shooting it right at them, they're going to be able to take it down.
Yeah, that, and I felt like that's what led to the downfall of these triple tanks, is not, you know, combining their pushes rather than going one at a time. Let's see if they change it up here.
Let's see. I hear Frank. They did not. You have a Mortis in here. Mortis was not banned, and now Min Wong is going through with the Mortis, trying to be sneaky, but getting shut down. And right now, Lukey goes down as well. Slash is Slash is getting beaten up. Still, that's the thing. He has so much health. Even though he gets crushed, he still stays alive, backs up, and heals up.
Yeah, Min Wong's gonna quickly rush in and die right there. Man, O.O looking really good right now, but if Min Wong can get one good play, start chaining his supers with Mortis, this can be a different story, Echo.
It can be, and he's being sneaky and hiding right now, and I don't know that they know that he's hanging out over there. He's coming in right now on Toast, and is he good? He does take down Toast. He does, and right now we have the biggest tank of all, Slash, holding down the hot zone, but it's really close still, and there's a lot of blue in the center. I'm talking about O.O.
Yeah, even though Slash is going to go down right there, and if I'm Min Wong, I'm just going to be patient. I'm going to kind of wait for Slash to get in there so he can kind of meat shield for me so I can make an aggressive play. So right now, that's what Min Wong is doing exactly, flanking through the right side, using Slash as a meat shield or you know, as a distraction so he can make that play. So great job, great patience by Min Wong. Even though No You is still down here, they are in control for some big plays, I feel like, Echo. Look at that.
I mean, man, No You is doing a nice job with that Mortis. I love that pick. It's just that continuous thorn in the side, but Luffy is able to escape and get back to the hot zone. They almost have the win right here with it. If they grab it, that is the win. Wow. And that's set number 1 in favor of O.O. Coming through nicely there.
You know what won them that game?
What was it?
A Rico Star Power Robo Retreat, the ability to run faster, run away from Mortis. He only had about 400 health. He was able to run away from Mortis, defeat Mortis, and take it home there.
Let's bring back InVerum really quick because that set was over in 2 rounds pretty quickly. What did you think?
Momentum. That's what I think. I think momentum. I think O.O are hot after that last victory. They were down but not out, able to rally, recover, come back, take the win. And that has an impact on team morale. That has an impact on your confidence. And they definitely were playing with confidence here, getting down to a scrap of HP and then forcing No You into the meat grinder that was this composition. Constantly throwing tanks on it, but they sat back. They played it smart. And most importantly, they team shot like it was no one's business. So many times I thought No You was about to get away with something ridiculous, but just like that, in an instant, multiple players from O.O would get their shots together and were able to get the victory there in the end. So nicely done from them. I think No You Esports put up a really good fight. However, it definitely wasn't a blowout by any means, but I think that O.O just looked that little bit cleaner, and because of that, moments like this there it is. You're able to get that win, and wow, Ash, I think it definitely shows in the stats.
Yeah, but I also feel like these stats are kind of misleading in the sense that No You were running triple tanks or double tank in the Mortis. These are short range brawlers. They're obviously going to take a lot of damage. The games were a lot closer than it looked right there. Remember, the first game was 8% differential that won O.O the game, and the second game was also pretty close. I feel like stats right there pretty misleading.
They could be. They definitely could be. But let's see what goes down right now. The first time we're seeing Bounty here tonight. Slash is still running the Frank as well, which is very, surprising. Are you surprised about the comp? Is that why you're saying what?
Yeah, like who runs this sort of comp on Shooting Star, the most open bounty map? This is where long-range brawlers thrive, but I love what No You is doing here. Just constant aggression, spawn trapping them. They're gonna get a lot of kills, but Echo, this is gonna be a very close game. I'm just gonna let you know right now, because if you're running triple aggro brawl, triple like tank plus Mortis, even though you're gonna be able to get spawn traps and kills, you gotta sustain it. You gotta stay alive so you don't give up your stars.
Well, I do appreciate the preview, Ash. Thank you so much. But look at this. I mean, when you have, these are all glass cannons that are being played right now by O.O.
Right.
And if you just keep bombarding them with your tanks, I mean, you could pull in wins. But right now, they're doing a pretty good job, O.O. that is, keeping alive and actually having the kill advantage. It's really surprising to me.
No, it's not surprising, but this is where O.O's gotta be careful, because they're about to be spawn trapped. Look at the flank by the right on the by Luki, and then Minwon's coming in with full health very soon, and then of course Slash coming in as a meat shield. They're gonna wait a bit for Luffy to respawn back. Oh, actually, big kill by Izlevi, and then another combined kill. Luffy and Izlevi right there, double shotting to get a 7-star lead. Still though, Echo, it's plenty of time for No You. If they can get one single push here, get multiple kills, especially if they can take out Izlevi, that would be big.
O.O, I feel they need one more kill right now.
Oh!
Izlevi's about to go down, stays alive. Oh, it's
No!
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Staying alive through all of that. O.O. They, in my opinion, I said I was surprised. In my opinion, they should have lost that one with the triple tank. But you know what's weird? Triple tanks are always the thing to be scared of, but they haven't been doing so hot tonight. They've been countered well, even though it's, you know, the tanks, specifically Frank, have been given a buff.
Yeah, but then again, you know, they're running triple tanks in like the worst map to run triple tanks in. Like, this is Shooting Star, Bounty, long range brawlers are gonna thrive here. You're gonna have a hard time. Still though, Izlevi, I don't know how he survived that. Like, he got shot by Frank, super stunned, multiple supers coming at him. Mortis, like, Minwon couldn't reach him with his Mortis. Daryl came in rolling right on him, stunning him. Still managed to survive there. That was pretty crazy.
It was precision placement. He kept putting himself in a position where he was being protected by a teammate that is respawned, that had a shield, so he wasn't taking shots, or by a piece of the map. And right now, they go again with the tanks.
What?
Unbelievable. I mean, so after losing that way and listening to you say how bad they are in this map, they're still coming through with it. They must believe in it.
Yeah, they probably definitely believe in it in order to run it again like that. Oh, man. Slash doing a great job staying alive, but like the combined efforts of everyone in the team, like that concerted damage is how you win against these a sort of comp like this. I don't think Luki's gonna be able to escape here. Yeah, there's no way he's gonna be able to escape.
No, he's stuck, but they did a nice job taking out all of O.O right there, taking the advantage as well. Blue Star still in favor of O.O, and this Minwon almost goes down, but is able to escape.
Yeah, he had to retreat, and now he's gonna have to wait even longer for his Coil Snake to be ready. That's the thing about running triple aggro comp. By the way, you gotta constantly wait for your teammate. If one dies, you gotta just keep waiting for them to come back, and that eats up a lot of clock. Like, it eats up a lot. Whoa, big plays by Minwon and a super by Slash to get that kill. That's a team wipe, by the way. O.O just got team wiped. They're very low in ammo. This is a great time for No You to take advantage when they're low in ammo.
Yeah, I mean, this is the whole plan right here. Consistent pressure at the spawn, completely spawn trapping them. That's what's going on right now. They don't have ammo when they respawn. They're stuck there, and they're literally on top of their graves waiting for them to respawn.
That is the strategy that they were trying to accomplish in that first game, Echo. They managed to do so in this one. I think they knew that they could do it, like against the Piper, against the Tick, right? These are brawlers when you get them spawn trapped, like here. They have a really hard time getting out of it, especially if you're Piper, right? You come back with one ammo and you do pretty much very little damage, right? Up close, you get spawn trapped quick.
That was the plan, and now this makes O.O have to make a decision about what they come back with next. Are they going to go in with what typically is supposed to work on this map, which is the comp they've been using, or do they have to now think of a way to counter a triple tank that No You may not even bring?
Yeah, I think No You right now is probably not going to bring in the triple tank. I would be surprised, but then again, I probably wouldn't be because they've been playing the reverse psychology game like crazy, like in that previous matchup as well, like.
Oh no, they didn't. And look at this. No, and O.O kept the same comp as well. So now it's a mirror comp, and this is going to be who's going to earn it, who's going to play. Actually, not mirror, close to mirror, but who's going to play it better?
I like Nani better. Well, both teams are running a Nani. It comes down to Piper and Bell as the differences. I like Piper better. That ability to use that homing gadget, quickly get some kills, right? But then again, look at Ezlead. He's got his super. Minwoo doesn't. And whoa, gadget shot. That's what I mean, Echo. That Piper gadget is really mean. He's not gonna jump. He's gonna jump right. Whoa. Big plays with just 44 hit points. He took the Nani super hit, and then he was able to rush back with his super to stay alive.
Yeah, but right now, O.O, although they have 0 kills, they're trying to gain that control. They're trying to move No You back to their spawn so they can get that final push.
That was a big kill by Levy. Yeah, he's got a 3-star. Fortunately for No You, they still have the blue star, so they're still in the lead here. As Levy's got to be careful. He's very low, but also No You's got to be careful because as Levy is just a couple hits, maybe just 1 hit away from getting his Nani super. And as I say that, check this out. Nani super coming in. Slash coming in with Peep. He's gonna go for Luffy. I don't know about that because Luffy can use that shield gadget. I think he should have targeted Toast and his belt, but he's gonna win the matchup right there against his Levy, and that's big. 3-star lead plus the blue star.
Yeah, Slash did a nice job winning that battle on the left-hand side for sure. Toast is trying hard, but not getting too much success. Oh my God, he goes down yet again. Slash is low. He's got to play it safe right now, but just continuously getting kills, although they're backed up. Nicely played right there by No You. That's going to give them the set. It's going to tie it up 1-1. InVerum, come on back. It looks like O.O is not running away with this one.
That's kind of what we talked about coming into this one. We figured this one was going to be pretty close. I said this was probably the hardest matchup of any of them tonight for me to pick a prediction for. It was kind of like this. I 100% feel like we saw O.O feeling incredible off the back of that win in game number 1. But now that things were able to slow down a little bit, No You, I got to give them props for sticking to their guns. Even when things didn't necessarily work out the first time, they were able to turn it back around and get those wins. Man, those tanks looked just really, really cool, especially when they got that spawn trap set up. Like, what do you do against that? I have to give so many props in the world for that, like, crazy first round win with the body blocking to survive on like an HP. That's probably the single best play I may have ever seen in the entirety of the ESL Mobile Challenge so far. I do not want to undersell how sick that was. So for then No You Esports to come back after that, to be able to take back-to-back rounds after how close that first one was, that takes some mental fortitude. And Ash, you know, obviously you've been a competitive player. You know how easy it is to tilt. So props to No You Esport for not doing that.
Yeah, definitely. And not just that, you just have too much experience to tilt so early, knowing, hey, it's just a one set loss. There's so much left here in this matchup between these two powerhouse teams. Again, we're seeing triple tanks, this time in Gem Grab. But I love what O.O's playing here. Gene is actually a very, very good brawler against tank matchups, especially when you have to consider that there is no gem carrier. When you're running triple tanks, no brawler is safe as a gem carrier.
So do you have a primary gem carrier, or does everyone just grab what they can grab when they're there? Oh, Lukey getting taken down.
Yeah, that's the question, Echo. And to answer that, it's all about just the late game plays when you're running triple tanks in Gem Grab. It's all about making that last push, getting that spawn trap. I think that's the idea again by No You, is hey, let's try to get a spawn trap going, and that's what they're trying to do. And as you can see, they're just trying to avoid picking up gems, because if they do and then they die, you're just giving the enemy the gems. And Minwoo trying his best to flank around. make that happen. But it's tough. Like I said, Gene is an excellent brawler against these tanks. Constant support, being able to pull when you're low, and I think that's what Toast is about to do here against Min Wong.
Oh, but there it is right there. Luffy
Yep.
taking down Slash and is going to be able to retreat back with the lead. Actually, waiting a few seconds here before retreating back, which is smart because being that they can get spawn trapped so badly against this triple tank.
Yep.
Well, looks like O.O is going to secure the win of this round with a nice swag pull at the end.
Yeah, you understand the strategy there. Again, try to go for the spawn trap. But hey, O.O, not once where they spawn trapped in that game. Played it so well. Man, I feel like maybe you do want to go with a gem carrier, a mid brawler, right? Not having a mid brawler, it was just a big disadvantage there. I see the idea, right? Triple tank, just go aggro, get spawn trap, and just keep playing aggressive. But it just didn't work out.
No, it didn't work out. And plus, I think O.O had a composition that was able to counter it well. It was a much better composition than we saw in the previous bounty match. And it looks like No You was literally trying to use the same strategy. You mentioned it. They didn't care about grabbing gems. They wanted to get that spawn trap, steal all the gems, run back, and then have the win, which could have worked. And who knows? It could work if they try the same strategy again, as we saw in the bounty round. But they were countered pretty hard that time.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Why did they not play Mortis? I felt like Mortis would have been great with this strategy idea. Just constant aggression, ability to just dive in, chain supers, right? It would have been a lot better than having like a Rosa plus Frank and what, a BB was it? No, Jackie. Like, substitute one of them out for Mortis. I feel like that comp could have done a lot better.
Yeah, I didn't love the Jackie either, although it did keep them back because they didn't want to get too close in there. But look at this. Now it's Poco double tank.
Yep.
Still going in with the tanks, but did Luffy know and want to come on in there and take out Poco with the Mortis?
That's exactly what you got to do if you're Mortis. You just got to constantly target the Poco, but also if you're close to super, you can start chaining supers on the Frank. So we know Luffy right now. He's very close to super. It's just one more dash, I think. Right there, he's gonna get the super, and now he can just bully the Poco. We saw a Poco gadget being used right there, but it's kind of futile. It fed Luffy quite a bit, and now Luffy again, as you can see, just constantly harassing this Frank.
I'll tell you though, Slash is doing a nice job staying alive, holding 5 gems, as Levy though sitting with his super, going in there on Luki, trying to take him down, but not doing it. The problem here is that they have a lot of... Was that a pull? Was that an attempt at a pull right there?
Double damage pull, Echo. That does over 3,300. Well, to be precise, I think it does 3,360 damage. But yeah, big damage play. Not only that, Min Wong using himself to shield for his teammates. Luffy being aggressive, by the way. Big plays to steal all the gems right now in favor of O.O. How the tables have turned.
Wow, and it's like a back and forth. Every single set is different, although this isn't over just yet. They do have that push right down here.
Oh, that's big!
But he stays alive!
He stays alive, but he did get the kill. He got the kill. He got the countdown reset. Toast is gonna go just too aggressive, but again, countdown's gonna reset. There's some time left. Nice role play by Luki to escape right there.
But he got pulled.
Could do it.
No, it's not over. But Min Wong is gonna try and make it over now, and that's it. That's it now.
That's gotta be it. Yeah.
Now Slash knows he could just dance.
Yeah. Wait. Why is he doing? Why is he so close over here? I like what Min Wong is doing here, but he didn't have to. That was very ballsy, Echo.
What? And it's gonna go down? Oh.
Wow. Man.
That was close. I mean, I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to have everyone go back to their spawn thinking he's back there and hide. But they ended up catching him on his own trick there. But hey, that's going to tie things up. And that worked out similar to what we were talking about. Getting the spawn trap, stealing all the gems, and escaping. We talked about that in the last round. It worked out for them there. So now I'm going to anticipate what we saw last time, which was a more normal composition for this next third and final round.
Minwoo really didn't have to do that. He could have just ran back to his spawn and secured the win, but he had to play with them. He had to do it to them one time, right?
He wanted that on-camera time, man. He wants to be on camera as much as he can during those great moments. He wants to be that superstar. But to be the superstar, well, they need to bring in another win in this round, because whoever wins this next round is going to have the 2-to-1 set advantage. And we know both of these teams want that. And look at this. Coming in with a more standard, well, maybe it's not a more standard comp.
It is standard.
You would know better than I would.
Yeah, it's very standard. Both of these teams running, well, except for the Gale. That's an interesting pick. I'm guessing he picked Gale, anticipating maybe, hey, you know, they might run tanks. Gale would be very, yeah, this is definitely against tanks and Mortis. That's why he ran Gale. But if you're Luki, you know, having a Sprout is gonna be great, or it should be great, especially against these class tanks. He's gonna get caught right there. He's gonna get spawn trapped. This is not looking good for you at all, especially because Slash is nowhere near his Terra Super. He needs a Terra Super pull. He needs a quick solo, but not looking good for Noyu at all right now, Echo.
And as Levy is not feeding anyone their supers, he's actually getting his super himself. He is staying out of range, not getting struck by Terra at all. That's 9 gems. Here's the pull. There's the kill. And he's got one more gem to grab. And he's going to be able to back it up. And that's going to be the win. And this is looking good. Toast knocking him back. Looking hot. O.O in this one. Impressive stuff. This comp worked out well for them.
Yeah, it definitely worked out very, very well for them. I'm also kind of surprised as Levy going with Jean. We normally see Toast running Jean all the time, but hey, worked out super well for them. O.O's taking this at 2-to-1. It's not over yet. There's still more opportunities for.
It is not over yet. Let's bring back InVerum, because 2-1 right there. O.O taking that lead.
Coming back. No, that looked great. The second I start singing praises about one team, it's like the other team can hear me through the ether, and they're like, "Oh, I see you're complimenting our opponents," and they just step up in a huge way. Absolutely, you know, impeccable play there. I think Fluffy did a fantastic job here, and the synergy with Toast was, you know, sick. Honestly, you know, this was a really cool series of plays here. You know, esports coming in, able to clutch victory from the jaws of defeat somehow. I mean, Slash just going absolutely massive in this situation. And even decision there to give the gems to Luki so that he could roll out to give them a better chance to survive. And for the record, I 100% think this was intentional on Mingmoon. I don't think this was BM. I think this was legitimately being afraid that they weren't going to survive in the spawn. So they came back this way, hid here, because they weren't expecting to get caught out. I actually think that was like not a cheeky gameplay move. I think that was a, oh gosh, I think we're gonna lose. So props to them for that one. And then this last one was just a shutout there. So really, really great game. Incredible amounts of damage from O.O, but a really, really close match. Echo, that's what you want to see.
Yeah, I mean, look at the damage differential there. More than double the damage being done, more than almost 3 times the healing done by Noyu. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it was close. It was close. But I think what we need to do here is we need to go into the next round, into Siege on Factory Rush. And Toast getting that early bolt nice and early on. Look at this. No tanks here, Ash.
Yeah, we know Toast and his Mortis. We've seen it time and time again on this map. Luki, of course, with his specialty, that thrower, Barley. But big story right now. O.O is going to get the first push. Are they going to get a strong push out of it? I don't think so, because they got no wall breaker, right? And having a wall breaker here eases things. It makes it a lot easier to get a powerful push. So still a mountain to climb for both teams, I'd say.
Yeah, I hear you, but I want to see who's going to hold down control and be able to grab the bolts. That's really what it comes down to. And right there, absolutely no damage was done. Now, you did mention that Luki has Barley, so he can toss over that wall and be able to collect those bolts. Now, right here,
Yeah, basically, No You just needs one good push, have their Barley protected against Mortis, and they can win it. As for O.O, they can't afford to give No You any pushes. So right now, Toast got to be aggressive. He's got to grab that ball, and that's exactly what he does. He's going to get another push, which is exactly what O.O needs. So now, again, they're not going to get much out of this push, Echo, but what O.O needs to do after this robot is they got to maintain control over the mid, and if they do that, if they again maintain it, they can take it. And they're looking really good right now, because look at what No You did. Too much commitment on defense. It's gonna make it hard for them to regain control, get ball. So looking really good for O.O right now.
I'll tell you what, I've learned that from listening to you say it over and over. Don't commit too much to the defense, because you're going to lose the control, and it helps me in my own personal gameplay as well. So thank you, Ash, for all of that every single time that we do this.
No problem.
But you're right,
game.
though. We have O.O. You have Luffy right over here, able to pick up those 2 bolts. Oh, man,
enough.
that's giving them a nice... yeah, that's enough. That's it. That's it right there. No You is gonna go down in this one, because the final bot is on its way for a few more strikes on the Ike.
Yeah, and like I said, No You, all they needed was one push. With 2 pushes from O.O, they only did about 30%, right? Had No You gotten the single push this game and protected Luki against the Mortis, could have been a different story. But, you know, gotta give it to O.O. Kudos to them. Full control throughout the entirety of that Siege game.
Yeah, I mean, it went to plan, right? And something that we didn't even mention here is if O.O brings in a win right here, one more round 1, they win this right now. And it's going to keep them up towards that top of the leaderboard, because they don't want to go down. You know, they want to be able to hang out up top with Tribe. And, you know, Tribe sitting at 5-2. I believe O.O is sitting at 4-1. So they'll be in some really good position and feeling fairly secure that they're going to be able to advance, being in the top 4.
Yeah, and that is actually very big. That's like, seeding is important. These teams want to be at the top 2, because if you're not at the top 2, guess what? You're going to be facing off against Tribe, either in the quarters or the semis, and I don't think any of these teams want to do that. They don't want to face a top team early on, right?
Double tank with a Piper.
Wow.
What do you think of that? I haven't seen that before.
Okay, so to quickly analyze this, it's hard to say, Echo. It's hard to say. But Luki being a Frank, he can take so many hits against this Mortis, by the way. Not only that, having that pull gadget double damage, it's a lot better at countering Mortis. Now, No You is going to get this first push. Whether they're going to be able to capitalize on him much is the question.
Toast took down the Frank. Did you see that?
I did. Wow. In order to do that, you have to constantly dodge. You got to constantly go through the Frank and dodge a shot. So that was very impressive by Toast to pretty much dodge everything from that Frank.
Yeah, he basically did. I think he took one hit and then just kept going behind his back. Luffy doing a nice job. Got stuck on a wall momentarily right there, though. But Slash steals that bolt as well.
Double kill. Yeah, Slash with a double kill right there. That is huge, Echo, because if No You can get a tie here, that would be ideal for them. But nope, they're going to get a push, of course. 7 bolts for a massive push, but look at Toast. Excellent job right there. This is how you're supposed to utilize Mortis on defense, by the way. You go after the brawlers, you go after kills, and what that does is it alleviates the pressure. It makes it much easier to defend, especially with this leading and the bell target on the bot. And look at the commitment. There is no commitment on the, not much commitment on defense. As you can see, Luffy and then Toast are still up there. They gotta maintain control and grab just a few bolts if they want to beat No You. And if you're No You, you gotta get quick. You gotta be aggressive here. It comes down to bolts.
Yeah, and as Levy was just aggressive over there on the right-hand side, there's another bolt waiting for him as well, which he's going to grab. They have the bolt advantage right now. 8 seconds. More bolts as Leezy's able to grab. They're spawning right in front of him as well. They're going to have this push, Ash. This is the final push, and it's oh, look at this though. Luki's going in to try and do work on the Ike. He got some damage on it, 10% damage at that.
That's actually defend? That's actually very crucial. That's big, Echo, because remember, O.O does not have a very potent comp on offense. As I'm saying that, they're starting to get some damage going right now. Just enough to take it. Yeah. That was actually pretty cool.
You know what this means. It was very close, but this means that O.O is maintaining the advantage, and the advantage I'm talking about is in the bracket because they pulled in the victory in InVerum. O.O, they are on fire tonight. They're looking good.
They are indeed. Every time we thought they might stumble, they were able to pick themselves back up again. So props to them. 2 back-to-back victories. There are definitely some moments there where their opponents were able to step up, give them some contest. But when Toast is making plays like this, you're going to see that 1v1 against the threat. Oh, there it is. Lukey. Lukey gets so sad. Watch this. Watch the right side of your screen. No. No. Still no. No. Still no. Still no. And then he's able to do things like that. Toast just absolutely tearing things up.
Yeah, Toast was massive.
Yeah, absolutely huge. I mean, that double kill from Slash was, big in response, but the damage had been done at that point, I think. Enough map control for O.O that they were able to keep their opponents back, build up this massive late game Bolt lead, and secure the big old W here for a 3-1 victory over No U Esports. O.O looking to make that run to the finals, and with these 2 wins, I think they will do just that. A pretty close game overall. There's absolutely
that's a million.
That's that.
Really?
That's a million damage.
That's a million?
There's I think we bugged. I think there was a glitch. I don't think they did a million damage, but admins, please feel free to correct me because I will be absolutely blown away if that's true. Oh my gosh.
It's cool to say they did a million
damage.
But the thing is, like, I wouldn't be like too surprised because remember what No U did. They constantly used tanks, aggro, comps. Obviously, they're gonna take a lot of damage, right? If you're running
a million,
they ran Mortis, they ran tank so often that has to like equate to a lot of damage being taken. Like if you're running tanks and Mortis every single game, you're gonna take a lot of damage.
Look, we'll have our admins double check. We'll run the script with the API, whatever it is we do. We'll double check these things.
Yeah,
we'll let you guys know after the break. Before we go, a million. Could you imagine? I mean, it may be. Maybe. Who knows? Look, exclamation point TikTok. Do this first. We're gonna go to a short break. We're gonna crunch the numbers. We have one more match in store for all of you tonight, so please don't go anywhere. The Brawl Stars ain't slowing down. See you in a few. welcome back to the ESL Mobile Challenge, everybody. Someone in chat said I look like Shrek, but like in human form, and now I can't unsee that. So I was going with like generic fantasy RPG character, or like a knight or something, but you know. Oh, okay. Good times here for our Halloween-themed episode of the ESL Mobile Challenge. We all appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. That's Echo, that's Asher. And oh, me, oh my. This is the final set. But before we jump into this, I do want to confirm for everybody, Echo, Ash, they did 1 million damage.
Yep.
That is a correct number. Echo, they did 1 million damage.
That's a lot of damage, and it's really just cool to be able to say that with conviction that you've done 1 million damage to your opponent
In a match, in one match.
In one match, and O.O is able to say that. Now the question is, in match number 3, how much damage will be done as Stamina Esports takes on Losers? Both of these teams are sitting lower in the brackets than they want to. Who will move themselves up? Ash, check out these bans.
Yeah, and no surprise again, Ash is getting banned. Buzz on the other side getting banned again, so we're not going to be seeing Buzz much. But man, one thing we've been seeing Stamina do a lot in their bans, they've been banning Sprout a lot. They definitely don't like that brawler. On the other end, we have Losers banning Bell. Bell's still a very strong brawler, very top 10 in the meta still. And looking at these maps, these are very open maps, so it makes sense why you would ban a brawler like Bell.
Absolutely, and we'll see which team is going to be able to come out on top here. The bans are in. They've got a sense now of what they want to be drafting, what compositions they want to be running. Stamina, of course, one of the more well-known teams here in NA. Haven't had the challenge they've been looking for so far, but we'll see if the lads over on Losers will be able to keep them down there at the bottom of the leaderboard, or if STMN will be able to jump back up to the top, kind of where we expect Stamina Esports to be, if I'm being honest. Do have, again, a little bit of an advantage there in terms of overall statistics. Yeah. They're close enough, and judging by the fact that Stamina actually is a losing record, I would say they are definitely favored in this matchup regardless. So we'll keep an eye on this, but I mean, if Stamina doesn't win this, they don't make the challenge. This is a do or die or challenge finals, I should say. This is a do or die, make or break match for them. For both these squads, in fact, I think. So if you're a fan of Stamina Esports, give them your energy because they need it a little bit going into this next match, Echo.
Yeah, they do. And I mean, I don't think they're in the position that they would even expect themselves to be, and I think they would expect to be quite a bit higher up on the leaderboards, actually. And today, they can take a step closer to where they want to be, because remember, we have a big battle going on in the middle of the leaderboards. It seems to happen every season where it's just really tight in the middle and you don't know who's going to make it there. You get a few teams up top that you could say, okay, they're most likely going to advance, but it's really difficult to say who's going to go through the middle. And it always comes down to the final day, which is today and tonight.
Yeah, and Stamina should definitely not underrate Losers here, and I felt like that's what happened a lot of times. They kind of underestimated their opponents, and that's why they're in what, like 6th seed right now, or currently fighting for top 4. I think. Yeah, so this is imperative. This is imperative for them. They gotta take this home for a chance to get into that top 4, of course. And also, if we recall the damage, like the average damage is around 150,000, so like 1 million in that
10x that almost. Like
that's the mind-boggling.
That's gross. And not even in all 5 rounds, like not even in all 5 sets.
Right.
Like if they went 15 rounds, like maybe I'd understand that more. But we saw one of them went 14, and I think they were in like the 600 and 700,000 range.
Right.
But to do it in less rounds and get 1 million, I mean, yeesh. Okay, all right. Look,
that could be like an unbreakable record. Yes.
I don't know. I don't know how another challenge team beats that.
Right.
I challenge them to try and beat it, because that's crazy. But at the same time, I mean, I think these players just want to get in, win the match as fast as possible, and get out. So who knows? As we maybe see a shift more, we saw tanks come into the meta for a bit, and players learn how to counter them. And now with these changes, maybe we'll see them, a little bit more. But as these tanks, I think, are a little bit more prevalent in the meta overall, Ash, I think that's probably why we'd see these damage numbers just keep creeping up there.
Right, definitely. We've been seeing tanks used so much, especially this week. I wonder what caused it. Was it like, Brock getting that significant nerf? People are they're not running these long range comps anymore, opening up the map. Or is it like, hey, you know, like, I don't know, because there weren't really many nerfs, guys. We know that Frank got a huge buff. We've been seeing him like used every single time. He's so strong now. Maybe it's because since Frank is so good and he complements other tanks and just, you know, makes the triple tank, double tank comps that much stronger. Maybe that's why we're seeing more tanks.
I was going to say something very similar to you. I think that comps are being built around Frank. We've seen Frank in every heavy comp that we saw, but the heavy comps have not been pulling in the wins either because they just take more damage and boost stats to 1,000,000 that we can't get over. But right now, we see Brock. He's back in action, and it looks like, well, we have Stamina Esports down below, and we have Losers up top. Losers are coming in with a, well, look at this, a little bit of a tricky healer composition here. I kind of like this, to be honest with you. It's an aggressive one with some heal support.
Yeah, heal aggro is the comp. The tough part is keeping your Mortis alive as a Byron. It's hard to shoot at a Mortis that, you know, constantly dashes. A big play right there by Bobby as he died. 6 to 3 stars. Now Betsuchi's gonna flank around, giving his teammates, by the way, from the back enough time to get in there. Jaws needs just a little longer. He definitely needs the heal support from Steven if he wants to make an aggressive play, especially because now OG has been boosted by Ruffs.
That's scary right there. OG boosted Brock with the nerf, but still a strong brawler. I would definitely still have a lot of respect. Now you have Tick. I mean, everyone's boosted right now over on that side of things. And Jaws about to go down, but taking down to 93 health, but surviving. 8 to 3 right now. Blue Star is well in favor of Stamina Esports, and they're trying to not get pinned back at their spawn. Boom, there's another kill right there. Betsuchi's going down by Czar. Nice kill.
Yeah, this is where if you're losers, you gotta back up, you gotta heal back right now, and then you gotta make a final combined push. If you don't combine, you're not gonna win. So Betsuchi's getting double teamed, as you can see. You gotta heal up. If losers don't heal up right now, especially Steven, if he doesn't keep his Mortis alive, he's gotta go down. You gotta keep your Mortis alive, and that's what I, said from the start. Being a Mortis, it's hard to get the constant heal support from a Byron because you're just gonna constantly dash away from your Byron. And not only that, it's hard shooting at a Mortis to keep him alive. So big win by Stamina, just dominated the entire game right there, 18 to 3.
Well, the plan didn't go to plan for Losers right there. They weren't able to get that pushback and get that aggression that they were trying to get. I mean, pure domination in that one by Stamina. But it's, I think, honestly, because of the comp choices as well. It was not just because the one team is better than the other right there. I think the comp was rough, though.
No, I think the comp was all right. It was just not utilized very well because every single time Betsuchi's went, he went solo. He died. Every single time the Mortis went, he went solo. Did we see Mortis get healed a single time by Byron this entire game? No, we did not. No, we did not, Echo. Mortis did not get healed a single time when he made a push. Byron did not heal him a single time. That was the issue, I felt like. Major issue.
Well, one thing we learned here is you cannot hide from Ash. If you make plays or make mistakes, Ash will call you out on those mistakes. You cannot hide from this man. But yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right there, Ash, as we would expect. But the comp, I don't think that one should be played again. I think it needs to be switched out. I think they need to go more, traditional. Go with that long range. I mean, on Bounty.
But then again, the comp that Stamina was running, that was the most conventional comp on this map. Right. Rough support with Tick and Brock. You either mirror it or... Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to mirror it, but Bobby's going to switch to Piper instead of Ruffs this time. So I felt like this does give Losers the advantage, having a Ruffs of your own to support your teammate if played well.
If played well, I like how you snuck that in there. If played well. Betsuchi's, though, he knows how to play Brawl Stars. I remember saying his name many, many times sitting in this chair here with you, Ash. But right now, Stamina is doing a good job holding it down and trying to make that aggressive push to push back Losers. But Betsuchi's is making some moves up as well. Low on health, but retreating right now as Jaws goes up and tries to do a little protection with his Tick.
Yeah, and one thing you got to do constantly with Colonel Ruffs is you got to keep your you don't want to keep your distance from your teammate. You got to stay closer because you want to support them. You want to constantly, empower them with that second star power, right? The longer you stay within their vicinity, the stronger they become, the more health they get. So that's why I felt like Betsuchi is not doing as much of, because Tick could have gotten a lot more help here.
I'm surprised that that Stamina isn't a little bit higher in kills here. I feel like losers keep escaping death. It's very, very close.
You jinxed it.
And I did jinx it.
Oh,
there
counter kill by Bobby to take the 3 stars and big time taking the blue star. That is big for Stamina if they can maintain control. Because if OG dies, if Zar dies, they'll still be in lead. Because Bobby's got the crucial 3-star with the blue star, right? So if you're losers, this is gonna be tough. You gotta either kill Bobby or you gotta get 2 kills. That's the objective for losers.
Just staying alive. They are doing, I mean, losers.
Not enough time.
No, not enough time, but they did a really nice job just not really escaping death. Their health went so low so many times, but at the end of the day, Stamina Esports taking set number 1. Come on back, InVerum. Stamina looked pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that one was kind of a blowout, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Stamina. That's Stamina. That's who we expected to see in all this. This is the team that's been up there, often considered in sort of the 1-2, 1-2-3 of NA, Tribe and IX. Like, this is the team we've all been looking for. So I'm glad to see them stepping up here in a big way. I think one of the things that really impressed me was how much they utilized their position to just bait losers to use their own position to bait losers out of position. Exactly moments like this. Like the second you think you can get a kill, Zara's like, lol, I'm full HP, what are you doing? And that didn't just happen once over the course of this set. Stamina knew exactly how far they could push their brawlers, exactly how far they could push losers in the other direction. And, honestly, Ash, these were just convincing wins.
Yeah, the biggest thing against that matchup where they went with 2 aggro plus Byron, just no combined pushes is what I'm seeing. And then the second matchup, losers did a lot better, but Stamina just still on top right there. 10-2. Losers only managing to get 2 kills
that says a lot.
In the entire 2 games, Echo.
Yeah, I mean, and this is Bounty where kills are what actually matter as well. So in that respect, that was completely dominant by Stamina. You're right, InVerum. But look at this, Ash. We're back into it yet again, and check out the comp. I love what I'm seeing right now from Stamina. We've seen this before. It's done really well. You got Pam, you got Zar coming through, and you got Bobby rocking that heal support. So I like the double heal support here.
Yeah, but if you're losers, you gotta be optimistic. Why? Because you got a Crow. Crow reduces heal. You got a Jhin. If you can get those pulls, pull like a healer, that would be great. Easy kill. Now Jazz is on the left side, but I feel like he's got to be more of a support right now. This is gonna be tough. If losers wants to win, there you go. That's a big kill by Jazz right there at 3v2. That's what makes it easier. Also remember, like I said, Crow reduces heal. When he poisons you, he's gonna reduce that heal, which is also big. Steven's gonna need to get his super. He's got his super. The sandbags kind of placed a little too early, so this does give Steven an opportunity to possibly get a big pull.
He could, but I like the ability for OG to get that heal station down, and they can just keep on retreating back into it. Then you have Bobby who can both heal himself up, get a little aggressive, and then come back and heal himself up yet again. With all that being said, Stamina is in the lead right now, but losers are coming back. I don't think the placements of some of those sandbags and the healing pods were in the best spot.
Yeah, and I feel like Crow's making it easier to deal with these constant heal, but they gotta start getting kills. If they don't start getting kills, that Ruff is just gonna keep empowering the Poco and Pam, just making them stronger. So that's important for losers. They not only gotta maintain control right here, and grouping up, that's perfect. You gotta group up like this. This is how you're gonna combine your damage. I felt like that jump may have been a little too early. He's gotta go down. Nice pull right there, but not able to take out the Poco. What? How you pull him right next to your spike, massive damage output, but unable to capitalize. And now Stamina in control over the mid. There's only 50 seconds left. I don't know about that spike super placement. Why did he place it aside? Why not put it on top of him and push him back? Oh man.
Put it right in the center. That's going to be it right there. Stamina is going to come through with the win. No time needed. They got it done with time left on the clock. I'll tell you though, they were getting beaten up a little bit there by losers, but not enough to not be able to hold down the hot zone.
Yeah, losers played it very well. It all went down when the G went for the pull. When he pulled a Poco, when he pulled Bobby in, you have to get a kill. But instead, guess what happened? Bobby gets a double kill. He gets heals back, takes full control of the mid, keeps his teammates around, and that's what won them the game. So the pull really costed them there. If you're gonna go for a Gene pull, make sure you have ammo to finish off your target.
That is a good tip to have. And I mean, it was welcoming Poco into the center hot zone, saying, here, get yourself some more percentage.
Right.
Yeah, good. And it's funny to see that a Poco could get pulled and not get taken down. Did a nice job. I like the comp from the start. Do you think they stick with it again, or do you think that was that one trick pony, get them on the, get them on their heels type play?
I feel like the double healer plus Russ is not a one trick, but is so strong. Definitely has counters though. We've seen it before. Comps like, if you run like M's plus like Amber, brawlers that high DPS damage brawlers that have splash, right? That pierce damage go through, right? That's going to be great against a comp like this. So if they had like, for example, if they had Amber instead of Spike, could have been a different story, right? Constant super chains against a comp like, Ruffs, Poco, Pam, because the sandbags are not going to be able to shield against piercing damage.
Very good points you're making right here. I hope that the losers are able to make those adjustments so they can give themselves a better chance here.
I don't think Stamina's gonna run the same comp twice. One thing one thing we know about Stamina is if they dominate you with one comp, I don't often see them running the same comp twice. So I would be surprised, very surprised if Stamina, especially a comp like this, a very unconventional comp, I'd be surprised if they run it twice. Yeah.
And they don't. There you go. They don't run it twice. And actually we have I'm trying to see a very, very different matchup for each right here. OG's trying to sneak around right there.
Yeah, losers they're gonna swap Gina for Ruffs. I guess they anticipated, hey, Stamina might run the same comp again twice, but as you can see, they're not going to. And not only that, Stamina definitely has the much stronger comp here. You got a strong mid with B. Amber's one of the best lanes here, of course, especially if you're like dealing with a rough sandbags. Remember what I said about sandbags? They're useless against Amber that can shoot through them.
Yeah, with that being said, losers do have control of the middle. You have OG sneaking around up top, trying to clear out those sandbags from behind, doing a decent job, still hiding back there. They don't know where he is. But Jaws staying alive in the middle, and they're gaining that percentage. Amber.
Oh, that's big.
Oh, that's big. Bobby clearing it out.
Big plays. Not only that, he connected the Amber super on Crow, so that's going to take out Crow as well. Nice use of Spike's Cactus to shield against B. So you have so many ways to shield against B, by the way. Sandbags, you got Spike's gadget, but big thing here now is Stamina is in control, and losers, they've run out of sandbags. They don't have any more sandbags. Their Ruffs has utilized them all, and not just that. I think Spike might only have one gadget left of his own, and now there's Spawn Trap. So this is looking really, really good for Stamina right now.
Yeah, it surely is. I mean, look at this. You have OG just hiding there. A few more seconds left on the lollipop. There it goes, 86% to 40 right now. Bobby's holding strong in the middle, but Crow hopping on in. Betachi's going down as well. Wow. Stamina is looking, well, they're looking kind of unstoppable right now. Losers just can't get their number. So we're back in InVerum, and this is what we kind of were expecting.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, this is Stamina Esports. Don't get me wrong. Some of the earlier losses were just weird upsets. Like, I mean, props to the teams that were able to take them down, obviously. But wow, I mean, this is the Stamina Esports we were looking to see. This is R. This is OG. This is Bobby. These are the players we were looking for, and this is how we were looking for them to perform. The losers did definitely better in this match overall, but there never really felt like there was a time when Stamina didn't know what their win condition was. And that second match in particular, it was all about, Ash, you brought it up, just wait out the sandbags. Just wait till you get all the charges of those down, and then they just drop the lollipop. They take full map control over, and they played this slow. There's a minute left in the game before they really start, or maybe a minute and a half left in the game before they really started taking over there at the end. And again, I talked about this earlier with Vatra Gaming. I said, where was this team a couple of weeks ago? Because Stamina has a very hard run to make it to the finals. They need to win all the remaining matches. They're off to a great start. They only need to win one more set, Ash, to take this whole thing.
For sure. And yeah, you also nailed it. Like, they had to play it slow, mainly because they had a B as a mid.
Yep.
And B kind of gets shut down by Ruffs' sandbags. There's 2,000 hit points per sandbag, and B with one uncharged shot only does about 1,080 damage or so. Right, so it's gonna take a lot to take those out. But once those sandbags were down, game was a lot easier for Stamina.
I love how Ash says about 1,080. He knows it's the exact amount. This man knows his numbers for sure. But right now, we could be in our final set. We're gonna find out very soon because Stamina Esports is gonna want to close things out. And look at this, Czar rocking that Mortis, gonna be running around grabbing those bolts. But look, OG did go down using that Frank, but he has his super.
Yeah, we love Mortis plays in Siege. Every single time, right? Oh, instant kill by Jaws. I jinxed him there, though, Echo.
You did it. But OG trying to sneak his way around. It looks like losers are going to get this first. Actually, Siege not for another 30 seconds, and I take it back. Stamina now is in control of what's going on in the middle, and Bobby just continuously healing up OG, picking away at the players over on the losers as well.
I'm terrified if I'm losers. Like, how am I going to deal with this Frank, who is never going to die because of the Byron heal support? Not just that, if you get too close, he's going to use his pull and deal double the damage thanks to that, recent buff. So he's like so dangerous. If I'm Stamina, I would hope for a tie here in vault. Or defense is actually, yeah, that would actually be perfect. That's perfect for Stamina because they can definitely defend it, especially with Piper down. And now losers not having that capability to open up the mid because that was their Piper, right? You needed a Piper super to open up the mid. So it only makes it easier for Stamina to defend. And best of all, Stamina already has 9 bolts in the bank. So all Czar needs to do is just chill around, maybe dash into a bolts 1 or 2, and just end this with at least 47%. They still gotta get at least 47%.
I will say though, yeah, I mean, no losers did a good amount of damage to that Ike though. So Stamina is going to be able to grab another one as OG picks up 1. Let's make that 2 bolts right there for 10 total. 5 seconds, and it looks like, actually, look, I don't want to count it out too soon. Oh, here we go.
Here's
I didn't
the
count it
push.
out too soon.
Yeah,
They got to support it though.
Yeah, OG's got to get his super. That's what he's trying to do right here to open up the mid. Or if he can just get it, like he doesn't even need to open up the mid, but if he can get his super, 1 super should be enough right here. Betigy's coming in, going after the Frank. Exactly what you want to do, but it's not going to be enough. There's a hammer, and that is game.
That is game. Stamina missed the first push, but they got a big one on that second push, and they bring in the first round 1, and they're in the position where they can really shut out,
by the way,
losers right now.
That was the best utilization of Frank that we've seen tonight. Just constantly getting supported by Bobby and his Byron the entire game. I don't think did OG die a single time this game? No. He didn't die once.
I think he did. I think he died once in the very beginning of the the round. But yeah, he was getting healed up, supported, and he was also doing a nice job dancing around shots as well.
Right.
He wasn't just throwing his big body out there. He was using some plays, using some fancy footwork as well. So it was impressive to watch. But it's coming down to what could be the final round that we could see right now, which could start Stamina moving themselves back into the position that they want to be in so that they can hope to be in the top 4. This is a good start for that.
Yeah, for sure. Could this be it? Could they finish it right now, Echo?
I mean, I think they can. And let's see what comp they're choosing to try and get it done. Bobby going with Amber. Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Something
Bo.
very different. But look, we have losers going in with Mortis, B, and Frank. But look, Frank getting taken down. No heal support there. Czar is going to be able to start picking those bolts. OG has good position in the middle as well. But you have to watch out for Betsuchis.
Right. Oh, it's a tie. That's not what losers want right now. A tie is not what you want, because you want a push so that you can get control and constantly maintain control of the mid. This gives Stamina an opportunity to steal control and get the next push if they constantly do this. I can't believe Czar just took out Steven, who's a Frank right there, hiding behind a wall. That's crazy. And then the triple team against Mortis. You can just see just how unparalleled they are compared to the other team in terms of chemistry.
Yeah, they definitely play well together as a team. Jaws drops the super and gets taken down right, or the gadget I should say, and gets taken down right away. Wow. Look at this domination here, man. 5 seconds, they're going to be getting the push. Steven, they could take down Steven as well.
Yeah.
Problem is, losers have 7 bolts.
Yeah. So if losers can defend this, it's not over yet. It's far from over. Oh no, that's what? What are you doing with Mortis? Dashed
Why did he open the wall?
He had to. At that point, he had to. But if you're losers, you're okay with this. Don't shoot at the bot with your Mortis. Don't commit too much, because it's gonna take longer to get your coil snake in. So it's gonna take Cheese a few more seconds before he can make an aggressive play here. But losers definitely can steal this one if Echo, they can get the final push, which I think they will. And then Steven's got to open up the wall as well through the mid. He's got to save his super. So yeah, definitely they have a good chance here.
Losers are possibly gonna be able to get their first round one. Here comes the push.
Big play. Nice play by Mortis. Oh no, his super did not connect on Czar. They did get the wall to open up. That's what they needed. There's the hammer being dropped. But he's got to shoot at the Ike though. Mortis is shooting.
51 to 42.
45. Do you know why they lost, Echo?
Wow.
Stavin's going to take it, but do you know why they lost?
Because, yes, I do know. Because Steven didn't hit the Ike with
right.
Frank.
He didn't hit the Ike. Once he's spamming auto aim or something, one Frank shot missed on the Ike. And Stamina's going to win this 3-0.
Wow. Impressive InVerum. That was essentially a sweep. And it was done quick.
Is there a different version of a sweep that I'm less familiar with? That was exactly a sweep. They did not drop a single round. They dropped 2 kills in one of those. Or 2 deaths, I should say. Stamina. Thank you for joining us here in the ESL Mobile Challenge. This is the team we have been waiting to see. This is the kind of domination we were promised coming into it. And wow. You know, a little bit of a mistake there from losers at the end. Great, little series of plays, but
right here,
one little mistake. That missed shot right there from Steven. Yeah, that's all she wrote, and it comes down to 3% difference there. Stamina, maybe sweating a little bit at the end of that one, but still more than content to take the victory here. Quick game, brutal game. I mean, if you're the losers, I think you just sort of shake your head at that one, because Stamina was not coming to mess around. They were coming to take the W here, and they certainly did. Props to both teams for a fun, quick series. And if you're a Stamina fan, Echo, you got to be smiling after that one.
Yeah, I mean, Stamina is a team that the community looks up to. They represent North America often, and they're just a really amazing team. So this is what we've kind of expected out of them the whole time, and I've been surprised the whole time since they've been hanging out in the lower portion of the bracket. It's just not what I personally would have expected, and I would think that a lot of the community would agree. So what we saw right here today was a nice glimmer of what they have to come, of what we should be seeing out of them. And if they continue like this, they're going to give themselves a good chance to climb themselves up in this bracket and be in the top 4.
So that, of course, is the next thing to talk about here, is that top 4. Now, unfortunately, the way some of the matches ended up playing or not playing out tonight exactly how we were hoping, we unfortunately don't have the final 4. We don't know exactly quite yet who is advancing on to the ESL Mobile Challenge Finals, but as soon as we do, we'll be posting them over on our social media channels. So that's a great opportunity for you at home. If you aren't following us already, over on social media, over on Twitter and Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. Make sure you're going and following us over at ESL Mobile, so that way you are the first ones to know when we have that finalized stats, those finalized standings. That's what I'm going for there. Tribe, I pretty guaranteed is in at this point. 0.0, I also think is guaranteed in, but I don't know about the rest. So make sure you're over there following it. Crazy Series, this is the final standings that we have right now. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Echo.
It really is, but I mean, 0.0 taking that first spot, sitting at 6-1. Tribe, they started the night at 3-2. Now they are ending it at 5-2. No you 4-3, but look at this, Stamina Esports moving their way up, now at 4-3, currently sitting in the top 4. Again, these top 4 positions are not yet set in stone. If I were 0.0 or Tribe, I'd feel fairly confident in my position right now.
They're good.
But anyone else, it's still not set in stone.
So this is doing some quick maths here. I believe it is Revenge Tour and losers that still have to play. They're both at 6 matches. So if Revenge Tour wins this, we get a 3-way tie in 3rd, 4th, and 5th, which means it comes down to tie breaks to determine our top 4. That's what's still left to be decided. That match will be played off stream, unfortunately, but still, what a crazy way to finish out the challenge season here for ESL Mobile Brawl Stars. Of course, the challenge finals will be happening in a few weeks in November. We'll be keeping you guys all up to date with the final date on that. So make sure you're following us over on social media. There's a lot of important things over there. Okay, guys. Speaking of social media, also ours, if you so desire them. Ash, of course, you all know for making fantastic Brawl Stars content on YouTube. Echo, you should know for making fantastic Brawl Stars content on YouTube. And also Clash of Clans, which is when we're back again tomorrow, Echo, for more action. And of course, TikTok. All the social media. Follow us there. I sound like a broke record. Okay, that's it for us tonight. Everybody, happy Halloween, happy spooky season, all that good stuff. We'll see you tomorrow night with Clash of Clans. So take it easy.
Feel the lights, see the stage, hear the vibe. Pumped up to get ready for the fight. Big dreams, one chance, be the star. I'm the winner coming out of the dark. No fear, getting ready for the ride. Yeah, stepping into the light. No limit, aim high. No limit, the price is mine.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the wait's up. That's how we know when we level up. Ay, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
Back against the wall, still I'm standing tall. Know about the ball, I got my fan with me. All we know is ball to empty out the mouths. The chosen one they call, I take my fan with me. Know about it if you tell, know you're breaking codes. Want your credibility and all fall like dominoes. Can you really take a stance? All I wanna know. Need me real ones when it's time to go. Stepping in, elevator. This is to all the haters. That's all we know when we level up. Yeah, that's all we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up. I found out I'm not alone, 'cause I'm just like you. There's no feeling when we fight. We're not afraid to. Bye.